as they break down the game of the week and say hi to Emma and those cute little cheerleaders.
Your first forecast, sponsored by Burgraff Disaster Restoration.
Away we go. More than 100 times these two teams have met. Rarely have we seen them go head-to-head 5-0, 5-0. Claremore and Pryor, our FNL game of the week. Welcome back in to Lanto Field in Claremore, everybody. Kate McFarland alongside Dan Lindblad here to break this thing down. So Pryor's got a heck of a passing game.
Yeah.
Braden Ward, one of the state's leaders in terms of touchdown passes. Cecil Garrett on the other side, running back for Claremore, very close to the state's lead in terms of rushing yardage. We've got some offensive firepower in this game, Dan.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if this one turns out both final score in the 40s. You know, it's going to be that kind of offense. Cecil Garrett, he averages some close to 200 yards per game on the ground. I think it's 184, second in the state. And both teams have been trending in this direction for a couple of years now. They've been good. Now they feel like this is a spot where they can be contenders. And talk about the success of Claremore. They have 94 kids on their roster from 10th grade through 12th grade.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you have success. Kids want to come out. They're building that culture. And one of the reasons you come out to play football is so you can play in a rivalry game like this one.
It's a rivalry. It's great to have a rivalry. I feel sorry for people that don't have a rival. These kind of games get your blood pumping a little bit. And these are the kind of games you play for. These are the kind of games you coach for. You don't coach for blowouts. You don't coach for someone you know you're going to beat. People that sit in a cubicle all day, they don't get this kind of stuff, right? Athletes, coaches, we get this kind of feeling, and it's a great feeling.
I think anytime you're a competitor, you want to be on the biggest stages. I think what makes teams great is whenever you get out there and the lights get bright, you do the little things, you communicate, you run to the football, you can get out there and think, and those are the things we're trying to kind of hammer home this week.
Yeah, and I was talking to Coach Hurt on Wednesday at practice, and he was firing things up. He would not have been any less thrilling if the game was 5 minutes after that interview. He is amped up for this one tonight.
That flat top haircut,
incredible.
Straight out of 1955. My man Jared Hurt, old school coach. You mentioned the numbers. We saw it here as they huddled up just a minute ago to break it down. 1, 2, 3, go Zebras. Bunch of kids on this team. Yeah, two programs that really do have it going. So we're fired up. Claremore, Pryor, all the highlights coming up tonight on FNL starting at 10:15. Send it over to Michael with weather.
So we are about 45 minutes away from the start of this game, and there are just so many people out here around us. We're seeing some of the smallest cheerleaders. We're seeing a ton of families out here. There is an amazing barbecue happening right next to us. I mean, this is a night for college or for high school football.
Yeah, it certainly is. You got everybody lined up here just watching the warm-ups. You know, just a lot of excitement, trying to keep the rain away this evening. That's going to be the big key. And we are tracking some rain, which we're going to look at here in just a second on Dual Doppler. But let's go ahead and talk about what we do need, and that is the rain. We've got drought conditions that have been building across the area. You can see moderate drought now, parts of Pawnee County, into Creek County, also into parts of McIntosh and Muskogee counties as well. And as the wind picks up through the weekend, especially as we go into Sunday, gusty south winds in the forecast may elevate that fire risk, especially across western portions of the region. So that gives you an idea. Yeah, we need some rainfall. Now, here's a look at Dual Doppler. You can see some of the heavier rain that's coming down, basically working right down Highway 75 here in Claremore at the moment. Just some very light showers to the north, and we've got a view here from Claremore of the clouds that are overhead, and I'm hoping that we can avoid any of the heavy rain here in Claremore, and I think we should be okay, but there's our view right here from the end zone. And looking back toward downtown Tulsa, we've got, again, the dark clouds here off to the north. We'll watch that area of storms as it drifts south. I do think that there's potential we could get some rain in the metro before that does weaken, and it will weaken as we go through the evening hours. Now, overnight tonight through tomorrow morning, temperatures are going to go all the way down into the upper 50s to low 60s, and then we're going to heat things up tomorrow afternoon. And probably a little warmer tomorrow than what we had out there today, into the mid, maybe even a few upper 80s. In fact, I'm going to officially forecast that high in Tulsa up to 88 degrees. But if you are going west, you'll notice those temperatures will be a bit hotter. If you're going to the game in Stillwater, by the end of the game, that temperature's going to be right up around the 90-degree mark. It'll be nice in the morning. Don't forget the sunscreen either, but yes, you can get a sunburn this time of year. And that'll be the same if you're traveling to Dallas for OU, Texas. Temperatures upper 80s in Dallas. We'll have a lot of sunshine around as well in Dallas. Notice as we go through the rest of the weekend, that temperature still pushing 90 on Sunday. And we mentioned that chance of rain, just a slim chance, but we've got a a chance to the north and west as we go into Monday. Hopefully we can pick up a little bit. It doesn't look like it will amount to a whole lot, but we do need some rainfall. Otherwise, we're going to keep it dry, and then we warm those temperatures right back up as we head toward the end of next week. Perhaps, though, a stronger front moving in by the following weekend, and that may have a chance to knock temperatures down into the early part of the following week. But it's been very warm here through October. We're going to keep that trend going, it looks like, here as we go into next week. But perhaps by the tail end of that 10-day forecast, we start to cool it down.
I mean, that 76 looks really good. It's just like a little hope at the end of the 10-day.
Let's hope we keep it there.
We need it. So I just got a chance to meet some of our third graders. Say hi,
hey,
guys.
how you guys doing?
So they are some of the youngest football players out here. Look how cute they are. There is just so much spirit going on here at Lanto Field. We have a ton more Friday Night Live for you. We'll check back in soon.
Week 6 of high school football here in Green Country. Game of the week, a battle of 5-0 teams in Class 5A. Claremore hosting Pryor, longtime rivals too. Big game down in Jinx as well. Trojans hosting Mustang and future Florida State quarterback Jaden O'Neal. That's going to be fun. Other games we're featuring tonight: Norman North at Union, Muskogee at Bartlesville, the Fort Gibson at Grove, Panama at Rejoice Christian. All of the scores and highlights starting at 10:15 on Friday Night Live. Welcome into sports, everybody. There's my piece of paper, Gary. We're getting a little rain.
A little bit.
That feel pretty good?
Feels a lot better than it being 90 degrees.
Kate and Dan hanging out tonight. We'll be hanging out all day tomorrow as we head down to Dallas for the 121st playing of OU Texas, the Red River. Can I call it shootout? I'd rather. You know what it's going to be? It's going to be a Red River rock fight because these two defenses, I think, have a huge advantage on the offense.
I give you points just for keeping the alliteration. That's what we got to have. And Red River rock fight's probably easier to say than Red River rivalry.
It is.
Man, I don't think anybody knows what to expect from John Mateer. You know, they listed him as probable, so that means he's going to be able to play. But how much is he going to play is the question. Because I was there for the Kent State game. They are totally different with Mike Hawkins under center versus John Mateer. They need John Mateer. But also kind of simultaneously, if he doesn't play, it's not the end of the world because now that you have a committee, we lost to Texas, neutral site, starting quarterback didn't play, not the end of the world.
How about this stat? The line right now, and it's gone back and forth all week long. Texas by 1.5. Currently, I believe it's OU by 1.5. This will be the first time since 1995, a game that ended in a tie, that the line is less than 3 points between these two teams, which is surprising because they've been on equal footing so many times over the last 30 years or so. Where do you go in terms of prediction for this game?
Well, I really hope it's not going to be a tie. Let's just avoid that situation. I do think OU has the pieces, especially on defense. Arch played better against Florida. Don't think that this is Arch that was going up early in the season. He played better against Florida. I don't think he's ready for that OU defensive line. Grayson Halton, Taylor Wine, those guys are going to have a big-time day, just enough to give them fits. Look for a score low 20s, but I think OU probably wins by that number, by 2 or 3.
I think you'll see Texas's best. They'll be better than they were last week
against the wall mentality.
Against Florida. That's right, backs against the wall. But the floor is awfully high for Mateer and that Sooners offense. If he can go and the thumb isn't a big issue, I think OU gets into the low 20s, and I think that's probably plenty of points with that defense, that defensive line. Give me something like 20-17. Here's the thing, though. The spot scares me. For Texas, 2 losses already. To keep college playoff hope alive, they need a win. All right,
that's
a
big zebra.
For sports. Game day forecast time. Let's send it over to Mike.
Let's get a look at that game day forecast. And yeah, temperature-wise, it's going to be a little toasty if you're heading either to Dallas or to Stillwater. Temperatures probably upper 80s in Dallas and low 90s in Stillwater. For us in the metro, we're looking at upper 80s for highs on Saturday. If you have any plans, perhaps to hang out with some friends and family, maybe watch some of the NFL games on Sunday, upper 80s, for those highs. We'll go right about 89 with the temperature. But lots of sunshine in the forecast, and the heat will likely stay with us through much of next week. We're going to get a look at that coming up here in the next half hour.
So we're going to give the drumline a chance to play in just a minute, but I cannot, the crowd out here, I mean, this is just incredible.
Yes.
It is just so fantastic. Okay, the drumline is behind us. I have to give a shout out to our other Caden here. He was our homecoming king. I want you guys to play for us. Go ahead.
Fired up. The Battle of Highway 20, also a battle of unbeatens. Claremore and Pryor squaring off for the 101st time tonight. Head coach Jared Hurt's tough, physical Zebras trying to slow down one of the state's best quarterbacks in Braden Ward, and the Tigers offense averaging 53 points per game. A capacity crowd expected here at Lanto Field for two Class 5A teams that are 5-0, and one of the most anticipated games these longtime rivals have ever played. We're here in Rogers County for all of it. Friday Night Live starts right now.
It's time for Friday Night Live on 2 News Oklahoma, sponsored by Brahms.
There has just been so much spirit out here at Lanto Field in Claremore. We're joined by Claremore cheer. I mean, these girls are just so excited to be out here. We are too. This has just been an amazing night, a huge rivalry night.
You feed the people burgers like they have just a few feet to our left, and you get spirit.
For sure.
Quick question: strawberry, pumpkin spice chocolate. What do we think? Sager?
I think I'm going pumpkin spice right now. Yeah.
I'm going to do a traditional chocolate.
Yeah.
October says it should be pumpkin spice, but it doesn't feel like it's ready yet, so I'm going chocolate too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Strawberry for me.
Just straw pull, quick straw pull.
Claremore and Pryor, Dan, they've been playing for more than 100 years. I don't know that we've had many quite this big. Both teams 5-0. Both teams feel like they're capable of something really special on down the road.
Yeah, and they might be next-door neighbors, but this isn't the friendly kind of next-door neighbor you're going to get. These two sides, this is a bitter rivalry between these two. Both of them want to come out with the win tonight. And also what that does for the rest of the year, talking about being in a district championship, it's a big-time game.
Absolutely. So I felt just 1 or 2 raindrops earlier. It doesn't seem like a whole bunch has happened, Michael, but I know everybody has their eyes to the sky.
Everybody has their eyes to the sky. We've had a few drops here. I think we're going to keep it very light here in Claremore. There's some heavier rain right now just north of Tulsa that we're going to look at here in just a second.
Perfect. We're going to check in with Emma tonight. In Claremore, there are plenty of seniors to celebrate, especially on this military night, but there is one in particular that stands out. She's a dancer. She's a drummer. She was going to be drumming with us just a couple minutes ago, but she was on the field because she's on the dance team too. She really does it all. Our 2 News Oklahoma's Emma Birch is going to introduce us to her tonight. Hey, Emma.
If you think you're busy, meet Kira Cocopetty, a Claremore senior with a schedule that never stops.
Golf, band, dance, FCA, and then I work at Oklahoma Pizza Company as their night shift manager, and then I also work at J. Farley's.
When I asked how she manages it all, her answer was simple.
Time management, honestly.
You might wonder why she does both band and pom, since both perform under the Friday Night Lights.
I love cheering other people on because I like to make other people feel good too, and I love football, and both of those involve football.
And when game night comes, she makes the juggling act look effortless.
I march in my dance uniform and do the national anthem, and then go to the zebra where they run out and I play songs. And then I will hand my drum to my drum tech, and he takes that wherever they go, and I pick my pom-poms back up and cheer first and second quarter, do our dance halftime routine, and then I exit like backfield and then put my drum on, and then do halftime.
In my 5 years here, I have not had someone who's done both dance and band so successfully.
Her band director, Courtney Accord, says even with Kira's jam-packed schedule, her positive energy never wavers.
For me personally, since I've known her, every time I talk to her, she's in a good mood. She's always has a smile on her face.
That spirit even earned her a homecoming nomination representing FCA after being a zebra for just 2 years.
I found out when I was at home, I have concurrent classes. And so my friends are texting me and they're like, oh my gosh, you made court. They just made the announcement. It made me feel very excited and that I make an impact on people and that people notice me as being someone that they can look for and like deserves that position.
And when they called her name that night,
Like, the moment that they called my name, I was in complete shock.
Kira added a tiara to the mini hats she already wears. She credits teachers, coaches, and classmates for making it possible to handle all her activities and be the best version of herself.
Because they want to see me succeed. It's that circle of everyone in this community wants each other to succeed. And so they're always standing behind me and doing whatever they can do to make it easier for me. Like on Friday nights, like my drum tech takes my drums for me, and like my coach will have my pom-poms. Just so that way I can be able to do the full circle.
Whether it's pounding out the drum or dancing hip-hop, Kira says she wants to be remembered for how she treats people.
I love getting to watch football, and I love watching my peers succeed. And right now we're 5-0, and so we haven't dealt with a loss yet. So cheering them on gives great joy, and it honestly just looks like cheering them on and waving some pom-poms.
Well, I can tell you guys right now, Kira is such a special person. She's right here with me, guys. I feel like I'm hanging out with a celebrity because everyone I talk to knows her and just absolutely adores her. No, so obviously she's in her palm right now, but she literally has her drum set over there, and literally she's the only one in a sequence top hanging out with the band and absolutely killing it on the field. Kira is just an absolute outstanding human being. I got to speak with her on Wednesday, and she tells me after graduation high school, she plans to go to Pittsburgh State University, then go to Kansas University, and get her degree in anesthesiologist, and I know you're going to do great. And so if you guys see a girl in a sequence dress just running back and forth with the pom-poms and a drum, it's her, because she's just awesome like that. I mean, how much better can you get than that? Well, I will say, Michael Sager, I got some raindrops hitting me right now, so please tell me it's going to stop soon, because look at all these pretty girls' makeup. I don't want it to get ruined. That's just not fair to them. So please tell me the rain's going to stop before kickoff.
We're doing all right. And by the way, we got Claremore Cheer here bringing us the spirit, keeping the rain away here in Claremore as well. Shout out to Claremore Cheer. I tell you what, we are keeping an eye on that rain that's in the area. We're doing good, though, in Claremore. Let's take a look at what it looks like right now in Tulsa. You can see the ominous skies right now to the north of Tulsa. And going full screen here to dual Doppler, you can see some of that rain continues to drop southward. Some of that rain is going to be heavy, and it looks like it's going to make it into downtown Tulsa. Just a few sprinkles here in Claremore, thankfully, and the rain that's out there will continue to diminish as we go through the evening hours. Temperature-wise, still 85 in Tulsa. It's been cooler north and east where temperatures are still in the 70s. We'll keep an eye on that rain that's moving through the metro here over the next hour or so, but it should be diminishing. And then notice temperatures through the remainder of the evening. We're pretty much going to be looking at numbers falling through the 70s. More on the weekend coming up here in just a few moments, but let's get out to Dan and Caden. And I tell you what, we got a big game tonight, guys.
Big game, Battle of Unbeatens, Michael. Thank you very much. Being here, it really is fun every single year. Yeah. The spirit in Claremore is special. You look around the stadium, the nice big video board, and that audio system, which is no doubt working, as you can tell. Jarrett Hurt has built this thing. Nearly 20 years he's been here, and it's something pretty special. On the other side, you were at Pryor Stadium this week. Head coach Kenny Davis, 36 years old. He's doing a heck of a job. And obviously the buy-in is pretty incredible with the community and that football program at Pryor as well.
Yeah, really both sides. And that's what you want high school football to be about, right? You want to have the town be able to come out on a Friday night, give the team some support. Both sides are clearly doing that, both through investments and also with showing up on Friday nights. And we talk about this game being a big-time rivalry, right? Both teams want to win. It's big for a district title race. It's between these two. Collinsville lost one game to Del City. Del City's the only other unbeaten team. So you figure who wins this game, plays Del City, could be your district champion.
There's a lot riding on this game. We're both 2-0. Of course, Del City's 2-0 as well. So this is a key game in the district race in 5A4. But it's also just a great rivalry game. You know, they want to beat us, we want to beat them just because.
It's definitely a big deal. Both communities are fired up and excited about this game every year, throw out the records, but you know, when both teams are 5-0, there's a little something different about it.
Yeah, a lot of excitement around. I want to point to the zebra head real quick.
Why look at these kids coming through, Gary.
Why does it have teeth?
Why does it have teeth?
What is it?
Do zebras not have teeth?
I don't know. But it's just a detail I didn't expect to see. You got the gum line and the teeth.
It's a fierce zebra,
I just wasn't expecting to see that.
You don't want to tangle with the zebra that's got teeth, my friend.
Emma will run through that zebra. I will not run through that zebra. Too many things could happen.
Do it. All right. For Dan and Kate, how about that analysis? You won't get that anywhere else, my friend. Let's send it back to the studio. TJ Eckert, News of the Day.